Have you ever seen a doctor cry in a hospital emergency room? I haven't. I've seen my share of crying in ERs and done a bit of it myself, but I've never seen a doctor cry. You are about to see a doctor who did 20 years in the ER, as he put it, never broke a tear until December 14th, when he was in charge of the ER that was suddenly overwhelmed by the massacre at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. In tonight's rewrite, more testimony that should have been heard at the Senate hearing yesterday in Washington on gun and ammunition control. Last night, the Connecticut legislature's bipartisan task force on gun violence and prevention and children's safety held its final hearing at Newtown High School. Dr. William Begg made this plea.
Thank you. My name is Bill Begg. What's my inspiration for coming tonight? I'm the parent of 3 Newtown students. I'm a grammar school track coach. I'm the president of the medical staff here at Danbury Hospital. I'm with the newly formed group of United Physicians in Newtown that formed in response to the December 14th shootings. I'm the EMS medical director for Newtown and this region, and I'm an ER doctor that was on shift December 14th. What's my goal in the next 2.5 minutes? My goal is to somehow convince you legislators that gun control measures that you hopefully will enact will make a difference. The gun lobby hasn't allowed a lot of research, so I had to go overseas for research. In Dunblane, Scotland in 96, 29 first graders were shot, their teacher, and then the gunman shot himself. Just a few years before in England, a 27-year-old with 2 semi-automatic rifles shot 31 people, killing 16 of them, and he killed his mother and he killed himself. What did those legislators do? They, over a 10-year period between 88 and 96, I guess that's 8 years, they enacted real legislation. Did the legislation make a difference right away? Actually, it didn't. Not only didn't make any difference, there was this actually bump in gun violence. But where do they stand in 2010? In the U.S., since 1996, we've had over 20 mass murders. Great Britain has had 1. Okay, in 2010, the United States had about 32,000 gun deaths. Great Britain, 155. Gun legislation takes a while to come to fruition, but it works. If you actually own a gun and it's in your home because you're waiting for that person to show up that's going to terrorize your house, let me give you some stats. You have 25 times, not percent, 25 times more chance you're going to get killed from your own gun or your wife or your spouse or your kids. 25 times more chance you're going to die from your own gun than you getting killed from that intruder. States that do have gun control do actually have a lower chance of violence for their citizens. In summary, what I'm asking for is you consider a stronger assault weapons ban, elimination of the sale of automatic, semi-automatic weapons, restriction on the size of magazine clips, number of rounds, extend background checks, and also please let us do some gun research that's real. From the mental health side, what galls me is the same folks that are saying, well, I get it, we want to balance the budget. The same people that are saying, let's take care of guns or allow guns to be out there are the same ones that saying, let's focus on mental health. Yet those are the same ones that are saying, let's cut services. So, and what are the first services to be cut? Mental health. So I'm not even asking you to add mental health services. I'm just asking you, please don't cut anymore. Allow me as a medical doctor, when I see a patient or when my colleagues see a patient, when I educate them on the effects of alcohol or tobacco, safe sex, motor vehicle accidents, can I please talk to them about the risks of gun violence? Please? I want to recognize 20 years in the ER, I never broke a tear. But this has affected me. I want to recognize the valiant efforts of the Newtown Volunteer Ambulance Corps. Even though Mike Collins and I disagree, I respect him immensely, and Lori Violet and the rest of the Newtown EMS, thank you so much for your services. To the families, on behalf of the ER, we tried our best. We tried our best. And to you lawmakers, my mom and my dad were both Connecticut state representatives. And I asked Mom, I said, Mom, why won't they make a change? Why do you think? She says, well, you know, they have their party lines and they have their lobbies and they have they may not be senior. I said, do you think this one time they'll make the right decision? And, you know, she said, yeah, I think this one time. So I'm asking you, please make the right decision on behalf of Newtown and Connecticut and the United States. Thank you.